What up, people? It's your boy, Master Chudy, out here with another comic review, new comic book day. And of course, that means we got a new Red Hood and the Outlaws right here. Well, Red Hood Outlaw, number 37. And we see down this cover that Jason is becoming a teacher, taking the offer of Lex Luthor because of his reasons that will be explained. But we see that we have a veteran artist for the Red Hood series, Ken Rocafort, on the art. So it's another reunion between two old friends of Scott Lobdell and Kent Rocafort. So we got, the usual thing, kids going there. We get introduced to Jason's students. We definitely got Babe in Arms, and then Cloud Girl, which is Cloud9, which is her. We got DNA, and then we got Devourer right here. And so, pretty much, this is not the usual school. Jason's playing teacher. And then we see that Jason is ready to say, whoever can take me down, so gets to teach the class. So, typical Jason. But we see that 2 weeks earlier, he's going to pretty much meet the students, basically. So he goes to this place, and we see this chick who I almost thought was Starfire, but her name is Dr. Shea Veritas, and somebody in the comments please explain to me who she is, because I might not know. Maybe she's from the New 52, and I missed it when I was reading his series. But see that, but it seems like they haven't met either, so I guess I'm good with that. So he basically says, I'm Red Hood, and he said, I heard you were dead. And I thought that basically the signs blocked the way, and I thought it detached and hurled us out of the sun, but she's like, not exactly. Things were looking pretty grim, but Superman saved us all, which seems to be the New 52 Superman. And though we were trapped at the core of the planet, we were still alive. He and I have been friends ever since. And wait, you're besties with the Big Blue? Then why are you doing this for Luthor, hosting these kids to be the next generation of supervillains? And, she's like, oh, I believe in science, above all else. I don't judge. I don't believe in good and evil. Those children are far too young to be classified one or the other. Nothing is ever quite as simple as we label them, and as we give it an you, which, she seems to be very morally ambiguous. But Jason is like, nah, I'm going to take these teenagers under my wing because I don't want them to end up proving they can act like adults. It's like, if I don't, Luthor would hand them to the Joker and the Cheetah or some other psycho. That makes me the best chance these kids got. God help them all. End of the interlude. So, we see that Devourer, who seems to be a... Ooh, sorry for the pause. So anyway, the kids get to trying to take Jason down. So we see Devourer trying to blast him with a missile, but of course Cloud is in the way, and she got the usual crazy eyes. So this is going to be our, how should I say, Yandere of the group. So Jason easily dodges. We see this guy, Cat, I think his DNA. He's like trying to, look, tentacles, points for creativity. And he's like, thanks and sorry. And Jason's like, don't apologize. So goes in for the stab, bam. Cloud is giving no compunctions about taking out her own people. So it's like, hey, what are we supposed to? How we're supposed to take out Red Hood, not each other? And we just see Jason to like always use whatever you have to do to take down your enemy, Devourer, even if you have to use another enemy. And so he tries to go for it, but of course electricity and water don't mix, so they end up taking each other out. And of course, at the end of the day, we see that all the students are taken down except for. It takes effect for this dude, and we see that the baby is the one who's controlling this guy. Well, calls her mother, and it's like I wasn't worried about being killed. I was studying them. Congratulations, you all failed your test. Wipe off your shame and meet in the transporting room in 10 minutes. And then, of course, Jason's like, yeah, I'm that person. But, of course, we get Artemis and Bizarro again. And, of course, she's going through a workout, trying to get through them. But it would seem that they're not yet back on Earth, which is kind of terrible. And so we get a nice interlude of, Bizarro kind of meditating. Artemis is like, don't make me regret teaching you It's like, don't regret making me teach you this thing. Teaching you yoga, basically. So, but the introduction is like her name is Artemis Grace. She's bored right now. Her only concern is to make it back home with her friend. And she's like, he built this complex less than a weekend and now destroyed it in a moment in order to save Gotham City. Which was, of course, in issue 25. And we see that Bizarro's like, me ab namaste. With mind clear, Bizarro can hear. Uh-oh. Me just almost remember something. Bizarro left something behind when he was last here. And she thought it was Pup Pup, but no, he's like, no, somebody. Which he must be talking about Red Hood. I wonder if he has any memories of him at all or something happened to him. But meanwhile, they're in the block where Jason's teaching them, his kids. He's like, basically Cloud9 is like, why you got so many towels? But it's usual. It's the usual banter. You know, this guy saying, yeah, we don't conform to nothing, and yeah, that's fine. So, dude, you a girl? And no, he's just DNA. He's something. Meanwhile, this kid right here has dreamy eyes for Jason, and Devour's like, he's too soft. I get the impression he lacks a killer instinct. We're not at all happy sharing a room with Mombi. He's like, this is from an entity who can't even decide what they look like. No one cares what you think about anything DNA. So the kid is like saying, and we just see Instigator Cloud9 is like, fight. It's like, we'll put you in your place, babe. Underground. So we see that basically he gets shot. Baby is safe. But, you know, Cloud is having the time of her life with this chaos. And DNA is about to go in for the kill, but then Devour's like, enough. He spits out something, technology, which holds them all together. And it's like, look, I already do. It's like, Devour, you'll live to regret this. And then the guy's like, I already do. I joined Luthor's school to take over the world, not to babysit you morons. You kill each other, and we all get sent home. And then we just see this kid is like, this is my hero and potentially the greatest weapon after all, mother. If he can be controlled. So this kid got some issues. But if you haven't figured it out yet, I'm probably the smartest of us all. I only agreed to this so I could study the block up close. Until I'm finished with that, I'm not letting you rubes muck this up. Got it? And then we just see Jason comes in, and there's peace. So they go on a mission. They're at Star Labs in Connecticut. And so they're here to break out. This guy made a portal with his mouth. And basically, I didn't know you could do that, but the baby gave him the answers to do that. And we just see Red Hood is like, oh, so you've been scheming behind my back. Not too disconcerting. So I like that. So basically, long story short, we go in for a mission, and we see that this thing is basically is taking over Star Labs, has killed a bunch of people, and it's like this thing looks an awfully lot like Doomsday Kid brother, which he does. I said, thanks, Lex, wherever you are. So that's the end of that. This is a good starting point again. New arc. Slowly but surely, Artemis and Bizarro will be coming for Jason. Maybe help him out. But who knows? You know, I give this a good 8 out of 10. You know, it's a solid jumping point. Like I said, I can't help but recommend this book. It's nice. It's great. And that's all there is to it. So, thank y'all for watching. Please like, share, and subscribe, and hit the notifications. Make sure you're notified. Once again, I do these reviews for you, the people, discuss good comics and get your views on them. Thank y'all for watching, and I hope to get out more videos when I can. Peace.